You haven't seen him? Provo! call yourselves, or put your three to certain places. Move it! In a line there. Every man jacks a baggy ass this after. Get them shoulders back, you warmy eyed apology for us. One back home. That's better. You there. You with the chin. Got an eye on you, mate. Name your rank and number.
VX.
Yeah, we know it's VX.
VX 1774.
I can't hear, soldier.
VX 1774, 6 sir.
That all?
No sir, one Weber out sir. C Company, 2nd 24th Infantry Battalion.
Private, Weber?
Enlisted Melbourne, May the 3rd, 1940. You come from Queensland. What the hell are you on south in wartime? Trained Seymour, May August 1940. Records of the Middle East, Palestine to Alamein.
That's just service talking, Drongo.
Yeah, God, no, this one's private. We put scorpions in the bastard's mouth and so his cheeky lips up. Service in the Pacific area, you getting through the tower can. An honourable discharge in your case, private, doesn't cancel certain instances of non-cooperation. So,
official stuff, you're going to need that, you know, don't you?
Army paper, discharge papers, 1 month's re-establishment leave pass, 3 civilian ration books, 1 civilian identity card issued in the name Weber, Ruben.
Don't believe it.
Permission, sir, to split.
There's nothing left.
The last report before dismissal, sir.
Out on the doorstep. The provost turned up, he's begging for it.
Scour their other people with the lighting war own God, the captains and the kings, the warriors and the tyrants, the dividers of the spoils. And on the day of judgment, Lord, may all bastards, each and every one of them, be pissed on for eternity by Simpson Carlton where his best up altar. Yeah!
Just to see Roo kicking over the traces after all these years and spitting polish.
Smile, will you? It's okay. I'm all right.
Your head.
Don't be Dory. White and fit. Never been in better shape. Don't worry. Know what I'm doing.
Doesn't look that way to me. You're just stand still and I'll
Gonna
see.
burn the uniform.
What?
Equipment, everything belonging to it. Make a bonfire behind the whole flaming wall.
Kerosene. Emma had it stored out for the black market stuff.
Show me one big heap out there and soak top to bottom.
At the double stuff.
Stupid, Ruin. Stupid. Why?
Because I'm free to do it. After 5 years bloody hard. I can put a match to all that. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. And go my own way. No more London and under. Being tied down. I get my own life together again and live how I want. It isn't only me. It's all of us. Look, there's never going to be a better time to tell you or a better time for you to understand. Nancy, you don't want to carry on the way it was before the war. The layoffs every year, me and Barney coming down, the 4 of us here together.
Nancy!
She don't want no more of it. Me, I think she's frowned off. She's making a big mistake. Barney reckons she's got her eye on someone else. That don't matter. The right to make up her own mind. Same as we have. The best we can do all is to wish her luck. Let her go without no belly aching from the rest of us. Hey, the colours. Say goodbye to them at any rate. I'll fight them to be any use. They can go out with the rest of it. You know, Oliver.
Olive. Mother's back. She made it special. Sorry, wasn't thinking. She's been working on it all the week. Look, I didn't mean for you to hear it that way, honestly. I wanted us to sit down the floor and just to sort things out. But you never listen to me on your own. You know you don't. I said to you 100 times, if the war hadn't messed us up, if Barney hadn't been in uniform, it's not the war. I'd gone off years ago. It's not the war and it's not the 4 of us. It's you. You're the one who had to make a Welsh of it, running around town with Yanks and Dutch and anything in uniform, getting yourself all tanked up with a taste of whiskey, sozzling yourself sick. Just look at you right now. The only one who's messed things up and got to sort things out is you. Woo!
Hey, there she goes. Oh, money!
The good soul. Doesn't it seem odd to you that it's Drew the one making all the rumpus? He can fight with sergeants in a pub, tearing up his army papers, burning stuff in the backyard.
Where do you find the local here?
Depends. Social cottons and celebration parties and so on usually towards the back. Though I shouldn't think last night would pay attention. You go home, Oliver's got enough to do. Out there in the blockhouse trying to get the blood out of them clothes the government was fool enough to give you. Any neighbours come here this morning with complaints, I want you to deal with them. You hear me? You and Rue. Only ones I'm prepared to talk to are the military police. Couldn't credit somebody that I appreciate again. Like the fire in that condition. Might have got away with me.
Kids.
Evie said a light reference to the house.
You go back and tell him. Bruce sells half the cane fields in the north. He knows what he's doing.
Wouldn't do no good. They said last night was a finish. From now on, I'm going to stay home and rob on my exam.
Playing hell with a big stick, are they? Yeah, something for you, I reckon. She's got Arnie's.
Make me pack up all these presents, I'll bring them back. Never mind. I tried to tell them that Ruben had concussion. It didn't make no difference. Still went on about the fire. Oh, well, you leave these things and you can come and get them in a day or two. Nora told me what to tell you all. I'm not allowed to come back here no more. Well, you know Arnie D and Arnie Maureen too. Look, you go home now. I'll come in there later and see if I can sort it out. Think you can? They're pretty mad. Bound to be a bit upset. Look, I'll smooth round and say how sorry we are. You know. How about Roo? Arnie said he rested up a bit this morning. Roo's all right. He's fine. Won't even wear a bandage. You can come and see him in a day or two. Thanks, though. You.
Went down and got the morning papers. Not a word about the daughter.
Good.
That's what I reckon. A bit like Nance, I think, you know? All talk, but when it comes to action, them three sergeants must have put the kibosh on it. They didn't want to look too silly. She's not going to leave, you know. All that guff about clearing off, just to keep me on the hop. It's not been taken over command. Hell, the way she ran around with those blokes during the war. And even if she does go, it's not the end of the world. What's the bloody tip? Other people can find fresh fields for themselves, same as she had. Them three sergeants.
What three sergeants?
Them three.
Ah, yeah, them three.
Either they're all keeping their big mouths shut, or they're too far behind the door.
Every now and then our aunties get the features. Don't go running around the neighbourhood and pack your girls for a set of good example.
I'll nip in after and say I'm sorry.
Best let me, I think. The clothes you brought home last night.
Forgive me.
There's a couple of shirts you're never going to wear, but the suits are cleaned up, yours and Barney's, and I've hung them in the wash house.
Fine.
The service book I've stuck together, I've put it in your chest at drawer, together with those other papers.
Shh, now, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. With Nancy said, you can't say that doesn't matter. Oh, don't worry. I won't twist around. I know how you feel about people being pushed into a corner. Nancy can do what she loves, and I'll stand by and wish her luck.
Never doubt it, isn't it?
What I want to know is that there's nothing else I've been blind and stupid about.
Huh?
Like burning uniforms and going through your hoops.
Couldn't even tell you how it happened. Them three sergeants at the pub and waiting. Wasn't anything like. Look, I'm both being a black from all this. Why don't we grab them clothing coupons and give them and go out on a shopping spree? I know you'd like that. We can buy some shirts and stuff, help set me up again. And somewhere on the way we'll stop off for a slap-up meal. Australia, mate. Somewhere special.
You don't have to.
Do us good. We'll put last night behind us. Make it over. The two.
All right then, but I've got to go next door first. I promise Mother.
Let me. I can explain what happened.
Don't think you're too popular in there this morning.
Ah, yes. Back in circulation, are we? Are they looking at them suits in the wash house? You was lucky.
What's the best fur shop in town?
Fur shop?
Where all the cloths go?
How would I know?
There's a sort of Jack Oles man about. Longish fur, black and white, comes down around here.
Silver fox?
You don't
Silver
see.
Fox, that's it. Want to make it a surprise. I'll let me go and shop, and I want to steer it into some place just by accident.
The army set you loose, and right away it's take a stroll down Easy Street. Them silver foxes cost the earth.
I got money,
One month's re-establishment leave pay.
and gratuity, 5 years service, and what about that?
You wouldn't.
Ought to be a real bank.
Real packet, all right. It's money the government some sort of...
Ray?
Why not? It's time you looked ahead and thought about the future. There's lots of business chances around nowadays. If the person's got a bit of capital. Army surplus for a start. I could have a word with Mr. Bromwich if you want. See if you'll let you put in some money with us. Only you mind, not that Barney.
No thanks. Army surplus. Good place to my bone.
Don't know what you're missing. A real bonanza. I've got all my spare cash tied up in it. Everything I own except this house. You got a better proposition?
Yeah. Swanky silver box jacket with a muckles away out.
No use wasting me breath then. You're bent on making a fool of yourself. You know what they call them silver boxes, don't you? Yankee Special Service badges. Never gave me one. Not for want of trying.
Hey, who said that? Wasn't me.
Oh, it's probably an echo.
Oh, and how is the weather on this fine civilian morning?
Fine.
I bet you are too. Bet you don't even have a headache.
Oh, let me see the damage.
Been asking him about them fur shops in the city.
Oh, a skull of solid wood, of course.
Want to get hold of one of them swagger jackets you're so mad about. Silver boxes, in a sense.
Hey, maybe there is a little brain damage after all. Silver fox jackets.
Cross the earth. It's okay. I'm going to draw on a gratuity. What I want to know is where I go to get the best. You can tell me that, can't you?
Of course. I know all the ritzy phrases. Even point out your expensive jewelry shops if anyone's interested.
Might be in the market for a slave bracelet.
I'm talking, boss. Indigo and shopping. She thinks it's shirts and things. Watch it, on the way. The jacket's a surprise. It's not a word. How'd you go? Bubs in trouble over last night. Roni's made a big box back with all the bits and pieces.
You don't have to tell that to Nancy. Nancy knows already. I do? Better than anybody. Me? I just got up. I went in there to apologise, thinking it was Auntie D as usual. Either I got down on my knees a bit. Always when they're upset, a little coaxing's done the trick. This morning even Auntie Maureen wouldn't listen. Barbara's not to come in here again, and now from now on she's not even to talk to us.
Because we lit a bonfire.
What made her run it?
It's what I asked them, no. It's because of something Nancy said when she took Baba home last night.
Oh, jeez, all I did was run her in. I can't remember even what I said to them.
Well, they can clearly word for word. You said this wasn't a fit and proper place for a 14-year-old girl.
I didn't. No, they're crazy.
Oh, God. Yes, I did say that.
You did.
Well, I was talking about the mess in here. You going through your hoops and cutting your blood and Barney hatch and alibis.
I wasn't talking Dave O'Tay.
Oh, you can't believe I'd say a thing like that and mean it.
Why not? You're getting down. It's not a fit and proper place for you, so why should it be for Papa?
What? That's not fair. You know it's not. All I wanted was to save her getting messed up in those silly goings on last
Well,
night.
you've done more than that.
I'm sure them aunties didn't mean to bang trouble together. Just letting off a bit of steam, that's all.
You wouldn't say that if you'd been in there to hear them. For the first time ever, Auntie D used words like horse and father, trollop, said I was a very bad influence, something they've never even hinted at all these years with. I'd made up my mind I wouldn't harp on last night. I would keep my mouth shut and just hope that all this talk of people making new lives for themselves would go away. Well, I don't care. You can leave me just as soon as you like, Nance. And if you want a hand, I'll help you pack your bag.
Well, there goes the shopping expedition.
Up to you, I reckon. Gonna have to shove some players on. Get in there to them armies. Tell them it's all a big mistake.
Is that an order?
Well, let them know how wrong you are.
Look, I didn't mean to cut Bob off from this place. It's a silly armies have done that. I'm mad at that, and I'm mad at what they said to Olive. But I still think Bob is better off at home. If this nonsense means you've got enough around to do some work on her exam, if you bring her back here now, it should be worse than ever. More involved in starring off with you lot fussing around her.
Where's the harm, for God's sake?
Huh?
With Olive here.
Oh.
Olive wouldn't it?
Olive wouldn't know harm if it sat up and bit her. Olive's the one who thinks the rumours come out of his wall and got a march to show for it.
You're getting to be a hard woman. You know that? A very hard one. Nothing I can say will make you change your mind?
No.
Righto, I warn you. You'll regret it. Sort of move nobody gets away with, not even you. Oh, hell!
Why are you calling up this bell?
I'll bet. You're about the only thing the morning needed.
Is it home?
No.
Is it home, all right? Not drenched yet, but I don't suppose that matters. Hoist yourself in. 5 minutes. Settle your future.
I am sorry, it is not the time.
Is it really?
I went to the hotel looking for you, but they said you were on leave.
Yes, that's right. We've taken 3 weeks off a sort of holiday.
I did not understand a holiday. If I'd known,
Never mind. Look, sit down.
I have come with news.
Well, sit down. You're always on your feet. You never seem to sit down.
A sign of someone on the move.
Well, even so, you don't know. It gets on people's nerves a bit. What's your news? Something good, I hope.
It is for me, yeah. Very good. I have found at last somewhere to live.
You have. I'm glad that solves that then.
It is a small flat in a house belonging to a man called Halliday. Not big, but it has a private entrance, with a kitchen and a bathroom of its own.
What's great for these days, how to manage it.
Before he changed his name, the owner was called Hallenstein. I have found accommodation where I should have looked for it in the beginning, in the house of someone like myself.
A refugee. That makes sense. You'd understand each other's point of view.
Oh, yeah. No men understand each other better than 2 European Jews who are ashamed of being European Jews.
Oh, come on now. That's not what I meant. At least you never tried to change your name.
Not my name is true, but other things. The fact I am a Jew, for instance. Oh yeah, let me say, I never was a good one. Even back in Austria. What the old folks call not very true. Here I was determined I would not be true at all. A liberated man. I would turn my back on being both a Jew and European. Which is why you understand, I went alone to hotels like the City Club. Very strange, very typical, and very lonely if you do not happen to be either of those things. And why, of course, our talks across the bar, they came to mean so much to me. And why, little nonsense name like Field Mouse was a pleasure. Too much so, I've come to realize. Far too much. After all, a man is not a child. Even in those days before the war, I knew you were not free. That you had some kind of arrangement.
There was never any secrets.
Never, no. And though it wasn't marriage,
Oh, look, whatever this is, I'd rather not listen.
I'm sorry, but you must. The last time that I left this house, I swore I would not see you again. Things had been said about your way of life that made me very angry. Which was wrong of me. And more than wrong, Miss Sugar. Even if the tales were true, I had no right to judge you. So I've come again this month to tell you I was wrong, to offer my apologies and thank you for your kindness to me, as Jimmy would say.
Well, I don't need to ask what sort of things were said or who it was that said them. Look, this arrangement that you talk of, it doesn't mean I'm on a leash, you know.
No. Neither does it mean you have any interest in me, or you ever did. when I was translating poems into English, I chose those of Heinrich Heine. I used to tell myself, because in some way he reminded me of your Shelley. If I'd have been more honest, I'd have known it was because he was another to his exile who had tried to turn his back on what he was. Albeit, einst des Bergemutter, letzter Ruhestätte sein, unter Palmen in dem Süden, unter Linden und dem Rhein. It's all right. I will show myself the door. Later, Bob, my dear. Later, Bob.
That was Germany he was talking.
Was it?
You bloody well know it was. Man gets out of the army after 5 years got, and the next thing he's got Germans found right under his roof.
Wasn't Heine Hitler?
Ah, how the hell would we know? Bloke like that says and does just what he wants. Wouldn't even take that hint to stay clear of the house.
Oh, I heard there was a hint.
Too right there was a hint. I told him. Any outside entertainer, Yanks, Dutch, Free French,
Charming.
they line up outside the pub.
Couldn't make it plainer for a hint.
Never even wore a uniform. Why should he get any special privileges?
It wasn't a case of comfort for the troops. There was a time before war and uniforms. He was very kind to me.
Yeah, and I know what that leads to. A bunch of cut-rate violence at the city club.
Oh, you really have to push your luck, don't you? Well, it wasn't at the city club, as a matter of fact, it was right here. I was sick, and off work at the time. I don't know how I'll put it for you now. A messy sort of a portion at a pretty little house in Collingwood. And afterwards, I lay here on my back for 3 weeks with a midwife who had done the butchery, coming in twice a week to take my temperature, hidden to the wild knowledge that I'd strained myself lifting crates down at the city club. The kind of tale that gets a lot of sympathy from fellas at a pub. Wounded in the service. But the only customer who really gave a damn in all those weeks I was off was him. He sent me flowers and books to read, and he wrote me notes. He didn't even have the English to spell properly. So don't you talk to me about no cut-rate bunch of violets.
in mind this shopping park was shirts and things. But then I got a load of this, and the window I was doing with Barney thought looked pretty fancy. Your mum's out there, sure. Barney went to the bar place, went off to do some shopping of his own, but he's standing in this swanky stuff, very much a woman's sort of. Tell you, for a while there, I felt like a petrified. But I hung on, stood my ground, told them what I wanted, and I got Badger Fiver. Young black man on the team before the war. Sure, I must have mentioned. Oh, well, pretty keen, and not long married, Badger. Wanted to take a present home in the season for his missus. Sexy knife books, snappy niggers out what he had in mind. The woman who served him was so bloody hard, poor Badger got the window. Under the dark, couldn't bring himself to tell her that he wanted something sexy. All he kept on saying was, a special present for a young lady. What the hell are we going on about Badger Fiver for?
I don't know. You're the one who brought him up.
Just to make a point. How stupid any bloke feels when he goes in one of these hoity-toity joints to buy a present for a girl.
Oh, it isn't shirts then.
Bet your life it isn't. Won't do any good, just open it.
I'll get some scissors.
Forget the scissors. There.
Mum,
What is it?
I don't know. Mum, you all right? Come and sit down. I can't. Well, I've had a bit of a shock. Oh, well, you can't. You're not awful. No, I've got to go out. Go down to a public telephone box. Make a call. I'll leave the purse and the number and some pennies. Yeah.
You're waiting out there for the afternoon delivery. Some word or other from that Maury joke.
It isn't Laurie.
Sure, she said Maury. Gonna let her know about the telephone.
It isn't Laurie. It's the GPO. They turned it down.
But what?
Your application for a private telephone does not meet the government requirements. In the present shortage of equipment and of manpower.
But she's paid for it. She's already paid.
Not the GPO, she has no money.
Bloody hell. You mean he's hooked up?
I don't know what she's going to find out, I should think.
Mr. Bromwich. It's that rotten Mr. Bromwich you should get in contact with. He's the one who recommended this place. Ring him up and...
Yes.
Where you going?
Oh, I can't let her go down into the phone box and run her own. She can hardly handle it the best of times.
No, well, strikes me the whole thing's a swindle. You know that? Like I thought of all this army surplus stuff that had to be on the telephone.
Oh, I thought a scheme like this was just what Mum needed. A chance for fresh fields now the war's over.
Well, if it turns out to be a racket.
Oh, but pretty fresh fields, it's pretty hard to tell, isn't it? Oh, Mum, you're all right. You're not coming with me just to put the pennies in and get the number. After that, I'll stand outside the box. Won't even listen to a word.
Where do you think you're going? Out! They're out, aren't they? What's the rush?
Looks like everyone's been made whirling by that Maury joker. Maybe they promised play as well.
What about the jacket? Yeah?
On the tape. We're bloody mad, you know that? We're no more awake up than poor Emmerichs. Nancy!
Hasn't even opened it yet.
Didn't want to know. Presidency doesn't care. One time she'd been onto that like knife. That's what I'm getting. It's all so stupid, this. You two listen to me. We've got something special going here. The only reason in the world to ditch it is for something better. If you want to make a break for it, okay. But don't talk change and sit around waiting for some lot or other. Me, I'm going up these stairs. When I come down, I want you two to have sorted yourselves out. Who's going, who's playing, no unfinished business. This place last week will be like the city hall.
Fanny boy.
That's right. You interested?
Dunno. Might be. Seen it plenty of times by electric light. And once or twice by hurricane lamp. Never got around to gas. You wouldn't crack a smile for sixpence, would you?
Oh, try me with a joke.
chasing around and making whoopee? Well, I tell you, any trouble I got into along the way, I didn't dodge it with no dirty cop-out. Even if they were mistakes, my kids, the least I felt I owed them was a fighting chance.
Oh, page 183. Used to have a teacher slap our wrists and we turned down the little page.
What you said you got rid of? For the war? It was mine? Oh, yeah. I can't believe it. Did you go ahead and do it off your own back without giving me a chance at all to... Oh, you start drinking whiskey now and I'll hit you with a bottle.
I was getting it for you.
Reckon I had a right to know.
You won't remember this, but I did try once to tell you.
A thing like that, you don't just try. You come right out and say it.
Hey, I suppose I should have done just that. Come right out and holler pregnant. At a time like that, a girl needs some encouragement. It was the end of the layout, and only the second time you've been down here. I was scared I'd kill a stone dead with a word. Well, the easiest way to lead up to my little problem, I thought, was to talk about trouble in that line. So one night, very crafty, and the others had gone to bed, and you were in a likely mood, I steered the conversation out to Meg and Norma, and those other two mistakes of yours in Macaranda. Well, even now, I don't know whether it was guilty conscience or you were just waiting for a chance to get off your chest. Straight out of the blue, you told me about the butcher's wife in Cooktown and her illegitimate daughter she was going to pass off as her husband. As long as you dropped in a present now and then. After that, you really opened up. Likely mood? It was a flood. You went on to tell me how these women up and down the coast had made passes at you because you'd been the father of 2 illegitimate sons at 18, which had somehow given them the notion that you were quite a rag. So they all felt they had to try you out. And what a battle it was when you weren't that sort of bloke at all. To live up to this morning reputation. Oh, and then you really topped my knowledge. The two of us were on the sofa. It was over there in those days. You set up, numbered on your fingers, what it was that made me stand out from the rest of them. On your fingers, numbering them off. 1. I had the sense to realise that you weren't just a ram, but someone with a loving nature that amounted to a bloody gift. Bloody gift was how you put it. And 2, I was experienced enough to know that this would put you on the spot from time to time and not to expect no silly promises. And 3, I had this sense of humour. This terrific sense of humour that would save me by taking life with you would be anything too serious. Oh.
So it's all over then.
I guess it was over way back then. Since then we've just been coasting along on the laughs.
But what'll you do?
Something, I'll find something. Have you finished with that glass?
Here. Might as well have this. Bottle of scent. I was getting in town while Rue was getting that jacket for Olive. Well, just as you've been telling me, I got bastards in the bush. I can't afford to lash out on those silver bastards. One of ours.
Oh, don't say it.
If it had been, look,
I know. Did you mustn't. Ever.
Well, thought I'd get the souvenir. Only clothes the army ever gave me, anything like a proper fit. Jack and I spread out on Noel's bed. Encourage you to get dressed up and start something to celebrate what we've been missing out on.
Yeah, any luck you might get in the Marios. We did a round to all them up now the acts are going.
What about you two?
Us. The kind of thing we had in mind was a quiet whack, I reckon. Aw, who the hell am I kidding? There's nobody lives within means a celebration more than we do. Come on, Master. Get upstairs and we'll see how that Deane mob suit hangs on you. And me, I'll put on my glad bags, get my wool bait.
Nancy.
You say a kind word now, and I'll help you now produce that.
You get on the lorry?
And to Mr. Bromwich, both of them.
What's the jam?
I don't know. I pushed the buttons, got the numbers, put the keys in, all the bitchy cakes. After that, I stood outside the box and waited. Watched the guys arguing my head off.
Doesn't sound too good, arguing.
No.
Ah, well. Don't you worry. I'll go in tomorrow, find this commodity joker, fix up any double dealing on the spot. Quick, smart and proper. What do you think of the rig out? It's my army stuff. The issue.
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice.
Thought we might go out together for a meal. Nancy reckons the four of us might get in at Mario's. Things are on the move. I told the pair of them to cut their caper one way or the other. While he was out, they had a talk, a real talk. Wouldn't bet on it. It seems to me they're on second thoughts.
A bit late now for second thoughts.
They're upstairs getting dressed. If we can jolly them along, keep the pressure off.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Tickle on the ribs. That's a way to get around Bubba, tickling.
Bit of fun.
I'm 30 years of age, 31 in January. No one else around here imagines I'm a kid, just untrue. Those old married biddies who look sideways at me and the regulars at the pub, they all know I'm more than grown up. Ollie? Oh yeah, she knows what's what. She's been down a few dark alleys in her day. She knows it.
Easy on, will ya? What's wrong?
You treating me like I was still in pigtails. Don't worry over your mother. I'll go down and sort things out. I settled things with Nancy and Barney, told them to cut their caper. Not a word about our caper, all that stuff, that army stuff that we don't
The army?
What you could have been, should have been, all through the U. An officer and not some tour penny private. Nancy told me on the night you burned your uniform while you turned down every chance of a promotion.
Nancy, what the hell would she know?
She's a shrewdy Nancy, and she wasn't being mollycoddled. Not like me. I went through the wars and it hardly happened. Every now and then I hear something. Dickie pouted being drowned and see that awful way. But if you ask me what his ship was called, I couldn't tell you. Nancy could. She took it all in. Me, I waited here for you two to come home on leave. As if it was summer and the layout and you two were breezing in all swag from the cane fields.
Time on. Celebration. Rolling proper.
Except it never could have happened that way, could it, if you'd been promoted?
So that's what this is all about.
Nancy told me you cruelled yourself because of me.
Boy, she's really got you going. Okay. If me and Barney had been promoted, we would have had to split up. We never could have come on and leave together, and then we'd put a kibosh on the way things were down here. Okay? Also mean the end of knock around for me and Barney. Nancy, think about it all. The army offers me a choice between me mate and stripes and banners. I'll choose me bloody mate. Every time. Another thing. That good old army game. And often must count the victory, not the cost. Nancy, think of that. I just thought I'd jump on there, kill them early on. I didn't want to help organise their butchery any more than I had to. Brought up my Bible, don't forget. I got loads of that stuff that says, deliver me from all blood guiltiness, oh God. Rattling around inside my skull.
You're not just saying all that to make me feel better.
I'm saying it because I don't know why I turned down chances of promotion, and that's flat. Probably a whole mess of things. Point is, it don't matter. If I got rid of all that stuff, then I would have burned the service here. Now I'm going back to what I know. And I'll be a tougher gang than before, and I'll make up for what I missed out on by running my gang the way I want it. As for all this molly, let me tell you, Anything I did in uniform to make it seem like the layout's here as usual was done because I wanted it as much as you. Our time here was the only thing the whole damn war made any sense to me. Okay. Right. And you go up and change, and the four of us are going to get my down.
Oh, there's a red number. You can borrow my shoes. It'll go great with the jacket.
You're shooting the doll.
Oh, what are those occasions you got out of Canterville? Oh, speaking of which.
What is it?
Oh, a new scent. Fire alarm. Oh, very good. She found it. Hey, how much time have you got?
What a go as soon as we can, I reckon.
There's a little something I must do next door. Give me a kiss. Give me a great big. Oh,
You like it?
I like it. Oh, it's the most beautiful, the most gorgeous. Oh, that tell the sexy nightwear badger Watson. I'm sure you bought a necklace, Jane.
They didn't buy a necklace,
Deane.
The woman who served him got so upset he said, forget the naughtinesses, just give me a handy and a pair of gloves. I'll have gloves and jacket. Nancy's given Barb the old green light, and the four of us are going out to celebrate.
So much for early spring peas then.
Means I won't be tackling that Maury way tonight. I'll be down the scene first thing in the morning. Don't give me any sort of receipt you got.
Receipt? Blokes like Maury, they don't give receipts. It's all under the counter.
You must have something to show you paid.
You don't know you're even born. The real cash I'm going to lose, I don't get it mother, is what I paid Mr. Bromwich.
Him as well, you've paid.
We agreed to oil palms and get things moving. Money up front and everyone on the phone for orders. That was the arrangement.
Talk about movie crap. Boy, they really hooked you solid. Righto, first thing in the morning, it's a quiet chat with you, Mr. Bromwich. Promise you you'll get back every penny.
Fine. Then you'll go back up north and he'll send a couple of his hoodlums round to have a quiet chat with me. Not an easy fellow, Mr. Bromwich. Likes to keep his books in order.
Wouldn't dare.
Why not? You won't be around. You'll be back up in Queensland, Button Bay. I go blabbing to the cops. I run the risk of all of being knocked down by a car. So
Fine what you're mixed up in. What you're talking about is a gang of thugs, stand-over merchants.
something like that.
Honestly, if anyone had told you, when we first came down here, you were so stiff and starchy, running a respectable boarding house. How did you get involved with this one?
I stopped running such a respectable boarding house for a start. And it's not so hard. You drop your fancies and roughen up round the edges. Anyway, you stay right away from Mr. Bromwich. I don't want that sort of trouble.
Let him just...
Yes, I'd rather end up on the pension. Some old baggage scrounging for pocket money.
Lazy's not as bad as that. Still got this place. Still taking the casualties, I suppose.
Tuppenny halfpenny boarders. When I've had the chance of Kiwa Valley? No.
Hang on, let me grab the ice. I'll pick it up for you.
Hey, where the hell did she spring from?
I've always said I could talk those nuns into anything. Thought I'd give it a try.
Needed come through like an evening star. Hey, will you listen to that? They'll be up there all night.
I'll see them.
Get to see.
Get the book.
Don't wait up for us. The world out there's full of tracks for young players. Fanny by gas light.
Someday, I'm going to be a fella who's not only seen it, but who's read the book.
Know what some people call him, don't you?
Maybe I better not tell you. Nancy's special service badge. Moira's always said.
Trust her.
She's got one. The war had gone on for another 2 years.
Moira, 6 months would have done for her.
You go and take this lot out and enjoy yourselves.
Oh, I better say goodbye to Mum.
Heidi, come on.
Where is it you're going? Mario's. See if you can bring me back the menu, son. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, kid.
Oh, right on. I will. Bye.
So, you're back then. What about the scholarship?
Not until December. Still got lots of time.
Wouldn't be too short of that if I were you.
Anyway, I never did see myself as a matron hospital. All them things Nancy said, just a joke.
Doesn't have to be.
All depends on what you want. And even then you've got to strike it lucky.
Yeah.
Ruth says, as soon as they go,